What's up, guys? We are back with another video of Pikmin 4. Last episode was a bit of a long one, but we were doing all the tutorial, and now we're actually getting into the game. So first, we talked to this guy, Colin. I'm pretty sure he will take us to the first area. Yeah, we're ready to explore. We're going to get right into this. I love the music in this game. To Sun Speckled Terrace. Yeah. Sun Speckled Terrace with 0 progress, 0 rescued, 0 treasures, and 0 onions. So we have 300 Sparklium out of 1500. So I feel like our next goal, I guess our goal for now in the story mode is just to get Sparklium, and I would assume rescues. Oh, look at the little Dove Bulborbs. The Blowy Firehawk, I think is what it's called. God, this game looks so good. Even for a little cartoony game, it still looks amazing. Getting a phone call? Come in, come in. This Colin looks like you made it in one piece. Hang on, I'll have the captain explain how today's rescue operation will work. So we have a day meter, like in all the other ones. Pretty much how Pikmin works, if you haven't played a Pikmin game before, every time you go into the new region of that, you have a day meter. And pretty much you want to do everything that you can do before it hits nightfall, because during nightfall, all the enemies in the game are very hostile and very, very dangerous. So you want to get out before then, and if you leave any Pikmin behind, they will unfortunately perish. We're gonna go ahead and just get all the Pikmin going. I have no idea what we're gathering, but we're gathering as much as possible. Pretty rock, isn't it? It doesn't seem like treasure, but it might be useful. I'll check the Captain Olimar's voyage log. Raw materials. Simple stone. Oh, you can use it to make clay, which is used for building. So in all other Pikmin games, there's building as well. You can build objects such as bridges, things to climb on, whatnot, and so on. Might as well send Ochi as well to gather some. Need one more Pikmin to pick up this Dwarf Bulborb. Oh, and they do automated tasks. Okay, I didn't know if they had that in this game. So pretty much this is like the base of Pikmin, is multitask as much as possible. So I have some guys bringing in raw materials, some guys bringing in posy pellets, and then some guys bringing in raw material. We go in and we pick them all up again. Ochi's with us as well. Okay, so I guess we'll just continue where this raw material is heading. We'll go over here. Ooh. There's a apple. I'm going to assume that's an apple. Oh, Matthew, I forgot an important detail, that you only need Ochi to help you with searching for the rescue officers. That is interesting. Okay, so I forgot about this mechanic in the demo. You can use Ochi to sniff out different things that you are looking for in the game. So you can look for treasure, rescuers, certain Pikmin, and whatnot. Most of the dialogue will be not going over because I know most of the stuff that they're talking about from playing the demo, but once we get Usually after, it'd probably be after this day. After this day, I don't know much. So we'll send those guys to bring in that Dwarf Bulbor. We keep saying Dolph. We'll send these guys to demolish the wall. Even Ochi makes it a little bit that much quicker. And some of them will bring back raw materials, and the others we will take with us. Ooh, this is something that I can explain. So if you look at this, we broke some eggs, and it dropped nectar. So what nectar does in this is, as I'll let the video show you, is Pikmin will grow flowers on their head. And they're going to explain to what they say in the dialogue, but I can just tell you really, really quickly what it does. Because it's not that difficult to understand what it technically does for them. Is whenever they have sprouted a flower, these Pikmin are particularly faster at walking and keeping up with my character. In this case, I would say all of them are, but we're our own character. So they pretty much, they can kind of take stuff with them a little bit faster, but most of the time it's just they stick with you, which is really, really helpful in boss fights, because when they get spread out and move, it's very, very hard to keep all your Pikmin together and grouped up, because you don't want them spread out. You want them on you as much as possible. And you'll be able to see when I have these guys. They're considerably faster. Like, they will stick behind me at all times, and these other guys will be kinda lacking behind. But it's mainly good for Pikmin that you are going to use, using for like fighting battalion wise. We'll just get all these guys to get as much nectar as possible. So now we have all 20 of our Pikmin sprouted. And there was mentioning a cave here, so let's go check it out. The Last Frost Cavern. So ice enemies. Ooh. We don't have anything against ice enemies, but I guarantee you if we just play strategically, we'll be able to do this pretty well. So we can only take 20 Pikmin, and that's what we have. And they're all flower Pikmin, so whatever is in here should be able to take out fairly easy. Because each Pikmin, as we get them, I'll explain what they do, but as for now, we have red Pikmin. Red Pikmin each Pikmin has a different variety of abilities. Red Pikmin, as themselves, they do a little bit more damage than the average Pikmin, so any of the other Pikmins. And they are resistant to fire damage. So those are their only two qualities, which do make them really, really good. These are female sheer grubs. You don't have to worry about them too much because literally they can't damage your Pikmin at all. But there is things to worry about with these things in general. Because usually later in the game, if there's female sheer grubs, there's usually a male sheer grub, and a male sheer grub can be quite dangerous. Male sheer grubs, in particular, are good at killing Pikmin. Like if a male sheer grub gets in hold of a Pikmin, that Pikmin is most certainly going to die. They do pretty much, and they can insta-kill Pikmin. That's the whole gist with them. So they can't kill a lot of Pikmin in a big group, but they can, if they get their hands on one will certainly die. We have some nectar here. We can't really use it. All of our Pikmin are sprouted, and whoa. So yeah, pretty much anytime an enemy shakes off your Pikmin, you want to call them back and get them over to you. But what is this? I'm pretending like I don't know what these are, but I want to make it to where it's like a new discovery. Ice Pikmin. These are Pikmin too. Let's see. The voyage log says, Ice Pikmin always thought to be Pikmin as plant-like creatures, so I've never dreamed I'd come across the ice variant. These ice Pikmin can use their icy bodies to freeze water and creatures, but they also float like ice in the water. Don't spray them with water though, they really don't like it. So yes, this is the ice Pikmin. Pretty much every Pikmin game that I've noticed so far has always come out with 2 new Pikmin. There are 2 new Pikmin in this game. One of them, not so much available, I guess, for the playthrough, only on certain parts that I'm aware. From what people have been saying on, YouTube and stuff, but they are still pretty cool, nevertheless. But these ice Pikmin are probably one of the most helpful Pikmins in the game, so far that I've noticed. They are very, very helpful. Here's another female shear grub. And those are male shear grubs. You can always tell they are darker in color and they have those mandibles. Male shear grubs are the dangerous ones. Just keep that in mind. They can and will indeed harm your Pikmin. We'll go ahead and get all these guys, and we'll go ahead and get these materials. From what I know, I want to say in previous Pikmin games, being in caves do not get rid of your time at all, but in this game, I want to say you still get rid of time. Not much, though. It's a sixth of the time. So, like, say, if I was in here for 18 minutes, it would really only be the equivalent to, I guess, like a minute or two. So you have plenty of time to do whatever you want in this area. Oh, and we can see through this wall there's an interesting sight. This right here. You're probably wondering what it is, but we'll explain. Looks pretty pale for an onion. What do you think it is? So we know that it's not an onion. If you played Pikmin games before, you will definitely know what this is, but as of now, we do not know what it is. Or at least y'all don't. And as you can see, this little jelly globule, I guess is what you could call it, since it is made out of a liquid, we can freeze it. And if we are able to freeze it, we are also able to use Ochi to break it. And these things give raw materials, so if you usually see them and you're low on raw materials, I would suggest most likely going to break them. There's no reason not to. It takes very little time, as you can see, and they're mostly in caves. So you can pretty much, you have all the time in the world to get everything you need. So here's our first crewmate. We'll go ahead and take him over. And those guys finish digging that up, and those guys are bringing the rest of the materials. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and get some more nectar for these guys. If you notice, also, we have white flowers and yellow flowers. Pikmin has also done a color theme with every new Pikmin they've added has a different color. I want to say in Pikmin 2, the purple and white Pikmin have purple flowers. And in Pikmin 3, there's the flying Pikmin. I'm not sure if they came out with a new color. But this is a pretty fast cave. We're only 13 minutes into the episode, and we are handling this well. Russ. Oh, so this is the scientist. Okay. We found the scientist. So that is... Actually, we're doing this pretty quickly. We already have 4 of the Rescue Corps members. We're doing fairly well. So, yep, this is all of our Pikmin, and we still have some ice Pikmin that aren't flowered yet. So we'll go ahead and get this nectar, since that is everything in this cave. And we'll go ahead and get these guys flowered. All of our Pikmin are flowered, which is a big deal. Some of them are buds, which I don't remember what budding means. Because there's flowered, there's where they're nothing, they're just the leaves, and then there's buds. I want to say buds don't add any different things to them. Not sure. We got a rescue. And while we weren't paying attention to it, we got a couple of Sparklium. And we 100%ed the cave, so now we're at 501 Sparklium. Kinda odd numbers, kinda don't like it, but, if it helps our cause getting off this planet, then it's definitely going to be helpful. But as I could tell when we were leaving the cave, the budding Pikmins, the ones that don't have the flower, but it's like, I guess, a flower bud, they were keeping up, so they're not slower than the leaf Pikmin. I don't know what the deal is with that, necessarily. But the flag, I suggest, tells us that we are 100% done with that. And we're not even halfway through the day. We've already done a lot, it seems like. So right there, he was telling us that cave time is pretty much 1/6. And we got that item. So it wasn't an onion, but the onion did suck it up, as it says. The white bulb is called a flowerlick. Pretty much what a flowerlick is it's not quite an onion, but what it does is it gives us 10 more Pikmin available on the field. So as you can see, now we can have 30. But necessarily, we don't want to have any of these ice Pikmin die, so what we're going to do is we're just going to have 30 reds, because 30 reds are better for combat anyway. And like I said, we don't necessarily need the ice Pikmin yet. So what we can do is we can take out this fiery blowhog really quickly. So we just throw a couple of them on there, wait for it to do that, and then throw more on them. Now as you notice, these Pikmin don't take any damage at all because they are red Pikmin. They can't die from fire. And this is about how far I got in the demo. Get a little bit farther after this, but pretty much in this game you can move the bases. The maps are very, very large, and if you'd like to, you are able to move the bases as much as you'd like. Alright, so we've still quite a lot of time. I don't know about video time, but it's 17 minutes, but we have a full day. I'd like a video to be a rescue day and all. If not, it's fine. But it should be long enough to be a full day, in my opinion. And this is a bulborb. This is a regular sized bulborb. These guys are quite dangerous, but if you want to, you can just sneak past them because they are nocturnal animals. They do not stay awake in the day. But what you can do is it's telling you there's an auto lock feature, which is a ZR. Pretty much what you want to do is anytime these enemies shake off a Pikmin, immediately call them back. That's most of the enemies in Pikmin, because Pikmin in general is not necessarily hard. So you can lock on with this button right here, and it'll make sure that I stay locked on. And if I throw a few Pikmin, as you can see, the damage will add up quite well. Oh, so if they get shaken off by an enemy, they will indeed lose their flowers. Oh, he had a Pikmin die. That's unfortunate. Only one Pikmin lost, though, against a large bulborb with not that many numbers, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll go ahead and get these other Pikmin. Might as well wait because, go ahead and get our last Pikmin that we need. And they'll bring it over to, I want to say, they should bring it over to the onion. And it will produce more Pikmin. Red Pikmin, in fact. So mainly if you're wondering how drops work with Pikmin, so when you bring an enemy to the onion, and it will convert it into Pikmin, and specifically speaking, when you convert it into Pikmin, it will usually be the Pikmin that is, the majority of the Pikmin that is carrying that. So if it's the majority is reds, you're going to get red Pikmin from that. If it is majority yellows, you will get yellow, blah, blah, so on and so forth. So, oh, these are shield grubs, these are males, get rid of them. Ooh, okay. Don't lose any easy kills to Pikmin. And then we'll just send Ochi to get the last one while we watch these guys bring them back. So, we're still doing good on video time. We're only halfway through the day. This episode also might be a long episode because if caves are involved, I don't want to. I don't like I said. I don't want to end the episode off without a day. I want each day to be a significant episode. Because so far, all we've really seen Pikmin do is get into a couple fights and explore one cave. There's so much more to this game than just that. There's plenty of puzzles, plenty of other things that we can fight, tons of enemies in this game, and different treasures and things and whatnot. What we can do is, I did this in the demo. You don't have to do this in the demo, but I figured out there's kind of a way that you can get Ochi to swim. He's able to swim later on in the game, and I figured that out by day 3. If you get him in the water, it will give you a quick cutscene saying that he can't swim. And the next day for me, I was able to get him to swim for some reason. I don't know if that's how it's done, but if you really wanted to, you could try a couple times, and it'll give you the same response. Oh, you can't swim, he'll hop back out. But I think that's how I was able, because I was fighting that fiery blowhog in the demo, and I walked towards the water a little bit, and I kind of accidentally sent Ochi to rush, well, not meaning to, and it gave me that cutscene. So, and the next day he learned how to swim. It definitely take dogs in the real life world, not 24 hours to learn how to swim, but you know, this is Pikmin, not real life. We have another one of these guys. We're just gonna throw as many Pikmin as possible on this guy. Call them all back, call them all back. Come on, come on, come on. Throw more, throw more. Oh, that was like 3 Pikmin. Oh, lordy lord. I wasn't counting. Okay, I knew we weren't. And what you want to do with this is, I waited to get a different Pikmin to get this, but then I realized later in the game, like with the Game Boy that it teaches in the tutorial, some of the treasures that are required in this game, you kind of want to use Ochi to knock them down, is what I found out. And a lot of things in the game is there are shortcuts all throughout every single map of the game, multiple sometimes, and you want to open those up the first day you get there, because that means you can do anything in this map 10 times quicker, and kind of matters if you want to do like these days a little bit quicker instead of doing like a route that takes double the time. But we'll get these guys. We'll go ahead and just throw them all on this and send Ochi over to break this 10 pellet cozy, because they should be able to take it back. Because we've lost a couple Pikmin, we kind of want to, you know, triple them in value. Lost 3, we'll about triple them. But they should be able to pick it all up, because Ochi is indeed helping. And Ochi counts for 3, if I'm for sure. Unless you upgrade him, he can carry 3 things at a time. And as you see, we have 4 more Pikmin that are sprouting out. I guess we lost more than 3. I thought we lost 3. They're bringing the treasure back and a 10 pellet posy, and we got that new shortcut. And don't think I didn't see it. There was a Flarlick on top of that pot. I'm not sure if we're able to quite get it though, because these red Pikmin, you know, unless we can build something or throw something on there, then I don't think we'll be able to get it. We can definitely try though. Let's see if we can. It doesn't seem that much higher. Oh, no, there's no way that we can throw it that high. Maybe? No, definitely can't. We can't transport this thing for now, but what we can do is there's also this wall that we saw earlier. So, I think I have motion controls on because sometimes when I have a Pikmin locked on, it will unlock um, while I'm throwing. I'm not sure if that's just the game or me. I know y'all red Pikmin can get up there. Nope, can't throw Ochi. And these guys found this cave, which we could do this episode, but I think we'll leave it for next episode because we're about done with the day. And I think after we drop off this item, we will end the episode here because it's pretty much nightfall, and we've already done a lot. We got around 10 ice Pikmin and a decent amount of treasure. We've gotten about 200 treasure, depending how much this is. 180. Wow. Okay. So if you want to end the day, you'll just click the minus button and you will click the end day option. So we'll do that because there's not much that we can do for this day that I'm for sure. Because next day, something interesting is going to happen. Because this is technically day 2, but I count this as day 1 because this is the first day you actually get to do stuff instead of tutorial stuff. But next day is day 3, and interesting things will happen on day 3. There is a co-op mode in this game. I played a little bit of co-op with my girlfriend on my Switch on her profile. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in this co-op mode because I want to say there was a co-op mode in Pikmin 2 or 3. In Pikmin 3, I know for sure in co-op mode, you can actually play as one of the captains. In this game, you're kind of like a Galaga game. You have a crosshair, and you can throw pebbles at either things to knock them down or to damage enemies, and that's about it. But it is very strong. You can definitely use co-op mode if you are struggling through the game with fights, because with those pebbles, if you can spam A fast enough, you can do serious damage. Like, I would say just automatically having someone on co-op would probably be the equivalent to like 20 red Pikmin. And that's just like by itself. And you can also use it when Pikmin are carrying things. You can throw the pebbles at them, and they will get a little speed boost for a couple seconds, and you can do it again, and they'll do it again. So it does make some things quicker. And we did get Russ here. So Russ, as of I know, he pretty much, because demo and whatnot, as I know, is what he does is you can exchange raw materials for different items or upgrades for yourself, which can be helpful on some things. But enough said, being it is now rescue day 3 at the beginning. Oh, wait, we'll watch this cutscene really quickly. Ochi did get a lot bigger, yeah. He's literally 2 times her size now. He was the size about of a Pikmin. I love the red Pikmin sitting down, just like staring into the void. Yeah, as showing here, now that we have the scientist, he will explain to us that raw materials, if you place them into the SS Beagle, it'll be exchanged in for a piece of clay, and that clay can be used to build bridges. And other things. There's more things that you can build than just bridges in the game. But if you give him raw materials, he will exchange you for some upgrades. Some of the upgrades are not necessary to the game. They can either make your game a little bit easier or they can make it more interesting. Some of them are needed to 100% the game, but they're not too expensive. What we'll do here is we'll end off the episode with that. Ochi has grown a lot bigger. He's literally double our size, and we rescued the scientist and got a decent amount done for the day. But as of now, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm going to upload the crap out of this game. I'm going to record and upload so many videos for this because this game is amazing. It is so colorful and so beautiful and so enjoyable to play. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time.
Peace.